Public ownership refers to any service or industry owned by the state. For example, National Health Service, Emergency Services, Armed Forces, State Education. Central government controls these organizations. Their main aim is to provide essential services for the whole population. They are not profit-making, and the general public pays for these services through taxation. Some services are the responsibility of local government, such as refuse collection and the maintenance of parks. There are arguments for and against public ownership. First, look at the advantages. Jobs, usually protected, reducing unemployment. Resources, key supplies, e.g. water and energy, can be guaranteed and controlled. Essential services, health, education, housing, and transport are guaranteed for everyone. The main argument for public ownership is that the whole population benefits rather than just those who can afford to pay privately. Before the creation of the National Health Service, for example, you had to pay to see a doctor. Today we pay through taxation, but those who earn less, pay less, and the unemployed are provided for. Now look at the disadvantages of public ownership. Higher costs. Providing these services means higher costs, and higher taxes. Inefficiency. Large non-profit-making organizations suffer from diseconomies of scale. Government interference. Politicians' interference can negatively affect the efficiency of an organization. The main argument against public ownership is its cost. This cost is called the public sector borrowing requirement and is funded by taxation, either directly through income tax or indirectly through national insurance. More public services mean a higher tax bill for everybody, including those who may not benefit from them. Large public sector organizations are bureaucratic. They also often have a monopoly, and without competition, workers can become unmotivated and inefficient. During the 1980s, the government decided to privatize most of the nationalist industries in the belief that the added competition and profit motive would improve efficiency and provide a better value for money service for the consumer. Examples are British Gas, British Steel, British Airways, British Telecom. Public services such as transport and refuse collection have been contracted out to private companies or deregulated by local councils. Size of organizations. A firm may want to expand for a number of reasons. The main one is that it can benefit from economies of scale. A bigger firm will probably have a larger market share and a wider range of products than if it remains small. A large firm can borrow more cheaply. Its chances of survival are increased, as is its ability to make a profit. The larger it becomes, the more power and status it will have. This gives it a good negotiating position if it wishes to expand still further. The most powerful companies may want to diversify, moving into another area of business and take control of other companies. If they buy the majority of shares in another company, at least 51% of them, this is called a takeover, with the board of directors of the smaller firm unable to prevent it. If two companies agree to merge, it usually means a complete restructuring of the combined companies. This is called a merger. The advantages of these forms of integration are that they can expand more quickly and diversify into other areas of production. This increases the chances of growth and reduces the risks. A firm's size can be measured in different ways, through its turnover, net profit, and number of employees. Internal structure. The structure of business organizations depends on the nature of their activities. A manufacturing firm may have a different structure from one providing a service. Two common ways of organizing firms internally are dividing by functions, departments, products. A manufacturing firm may divide its operations up by product, as it probably produces a range of products. Most large companies have departments or functions as their basis for internal structure, for example, production, finance, marketing, and personnel. The head of each area is called a director. The chain of command is the formal line of communication that starts with the board of directors and the managing director, who make the firm's decisions. Below them are the department managers, then the section heads, and finally to the shop floor or office staff. This is a hierarchical structure. The chain of command is a typical pyramid shape. At each stage in the chain, one person has a number of workers directly under them, within their span of control. This person directly responsible for a group of workers is called their line manager.